Welcome to Paranormal Almanac with your host, Kurt Sandvik. That's right, it's the last episode of 2025, but not the last episode ever. Knock on anything. There's some cardboard, there's some particle board, there's some kind of wood, there's some metal. I don't have anything like really to knock on. There's a quarter. Yeah, you know, I've knocked on enough stuff. On this week's edition of Paranormal Almanac, oh wait, I'm your host, Kurt Sandvik. Did I say that? If I didn't, that's me. I'm your host, Kurt Sandvik. On this week's edition of Paranormal Almanac, let's talk predictions from 2025. New predictions for 2026. Well, you know, predictions that I already said for 2025. It would be pretty crappy if that's the whole episode is just me predicting things that already had happened in 2025. I'd get them all right. But no, I'm going to talk about the predictions that I did in 2025, new predictions for 2026, and more. That's right. I want to add a little bit to the predictions episode because I have to go back and listen to the predictions episode every year to hear what I said last year so I can update you on how I did prediction-wise. And I wanted to make it a little bit more exciting for me. So, I mean, and you too, but mostly for me, because this is pretty much the only episode of Paranormal Almanac that I listen to because I have to. I've got to find out how I did on my predictions from the previous year, so I'm forced to listen to it. But first, as always, we got shout-outs. Shout-outs going out to a couple of new people here and a whole lot of cool patrons here. Shout-outs going out to Sophie Alice, your local cryptid. And you know, I know it's not Christmas time technically anymore, but it's still the holiday seasons. And for the holiday seasons, please think about adopting your local cryptid. Adopt, don't shop. Remember, if they're cold, if you're cold, they're cold. If they're cold, you're cold. Anyhow, let everybody in is what I'm saying. If you're outside, you go in and take them with you. If they're outside, you let them in. You just have to. Some of them you're going to have to invite in. That's the problem with your local cryptids. You got to check with your local cryptid store and find out what your local cryptid is, what they eat, how many people they eat. You know, are they monsters? Hopefully they're not monsters. But you got to check it all out. Shout-outs going out to Flory, the naughty innuendo. Jen, I got to get like a kind of like that Steve Miller, you know, I almost said Rico Suave. What's the one from the Steve Miller Band song where they go, Maurice? I need one of those kind of whistles for the naughty innuendo. Jen, Danny Darkcypher from Australia, which, if my math is correct, and it probably isn't, it's already 2026. I've failed you. No, it can't be because it's 12:30. So it's 12:30. It's New Year's Eve, though. 10, 9, 8. Just, I don't know if you're listening to it. I want you to listen to me say, you know, not a monster when it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not a monster. Hey, woo, yay. Kiss someone quick. Danny, quick. Sarah, Angie, Lisa Cervantes, Curious Hedgehog, Diana, Mr. J, George, Casey, the Pitbull, Deb, B, Corey, GC, Tracy, hey, howdy, hi. Yes, I would love a bumpy cake. They don't make them anymore. Or they might make them, but they don't ship them anymore, which is a sad thing. But thank you for the offer. I did see it amongst the insanity that is my life. I'll explain that in a minute. Newt MacGyver on it. B. Melty, Avril, Loch Ness, not a monster. Stacy, Leviathan, Stiggy, and Chani the Pommy. Hey, howdy, hi. Future rules apply to you as well, so please rewind it back to when I just did the countdown, and then, not a monster, yay. JT, do you whore, Mike G, Tracy B, Jeff Lightfoot, Richard, Alec, Karen, hey, howdy, hi. Duran, Lori, Rebecca, Ann, Stephen Share, hey, howdy, hi. Jane Ann, Jennifer, Heather G, your friendly neighborhood skinwalker, Zusus, what's it? Nico Share and the Mouse, hey, howdy, hi. Andrew, Mark and Tina, Tortuga, Alabama White Thing. See, again, I could have like almost like a Seinfeld kind of bass going on for that one. Alabama White Thing. Andy, Virginia Mailman. Tony, the Magician. Tony, your next trick. You're going to make 2025 disappear. Oh, God. Texting me. Vicky, Crow, Isabel, Jen, Amber, Tracy, Sandy, Paige, Kaush. Hold on a second, Rum. Scott, Andrea, come on up. Here you go. Come on up here, sweetheart. Quick, you got to do it. I'm doing the shout-outs. All right, I love you. You stay down there. Andrea, Vanessa, If I Was the Devil. Isabel, Sherry, Hey Howdy Hi, Art Muffin, Tim, East Clintwood, Kenneth, Alexandra, Zozo the Demon. Oh, it's going crazy. Hayden, Cindy, Ashley, Robin, Lauren, happy belated birthday. Or no, not belated. Happy birthday to Lauren. Russell, Isabel, Audra, good Lord, Dorian, Hey Howdy Hi, Cindy, Jerry, Jeff T, Lawrence, the Lawrence Strawn, Veronica, Autumn, Carolyn, Nashi, Todd, Jamie, and Elijah Hendrickson, Dan, Laura Pitts, and the one, the only, the great Gamer Fan. With two special shout-outs, as always, to Joe Teague and to my boy Stitch. Hi, Rum. Now you can come up there. How you doing, sweetheart? All righty. Man, it's been insanity. I wanted to do a live episode. The apartment demons had other plans. I don't think there's actually demons in the apartment. I think it's just my luck. As someone very wise just said to me recently, once again, if I didn't have no luck, if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. The apartment flooded. Yeah, it's been great. Above my bedroom is my balcony. So there's like a little stairs that can go up to like a little loft area where the tiki bar is that walks out into a balcony. And the reason I picked this place is for the balcony. So Rum can have a place to run around, kind of like a mini backyard. And I can get out of a tiny box and look out over the valley. It's not a great view, but at least it's a view, So I'm not, cooped up all day since I work from home. So that's why I chose this place. What I didn't choose was that said balcony, which is, again, the roof and ceiling over my bedroom, would just leak. Like, I'm talking, someone turned on a shower in my bedroom. And the fun one was that late last week, that shower, thank you, Rum, I love you too, you're a very good girl. That shower became a shower in 9 spots over my bedroom. First, I woke up going, that's odd, my pillow's wet. My pillow is very rarely wet. I'm a grown man. My pillow has not been wet in a very long time. Why is my pillow wet? And then I reached behind me and I was like, oh yeah, my head's wet, my pillow's wet, and oh my God, there's a huge leak just peeing, like the San Fernando Valley is just peeing on me as I sleep. So that was bad and hit my mattress and my pillow and me. So I had to quickly pull the bed away from the wall a foot, which is not an easy task. And then the other multiple leaks were I was just sleeping to like 19 different places in my, well, it's only 9. I don't want to exaggerate. 9 different places in my bedroom. And then, I came out, I was working, went back into the bedroom to pick something up, and I'm like, oh my God, no. And I had one of those like ginormous, you ever see like a paint pimple where there's like obvious water coming behind the paint in your ceiling? So it's like it forms this ginormous pimple directly over my mattress, and then it popped. So yeah, I've been dealing with, emptying out buckets galore. It was a pretty heavy rainstorm that we had. So it's just been a nonstop emptying out buckets and then trying to put tarps up on the balcony myself because, God forbid the apartment complex fixes anything. And then, long story long, today I put up double tarps because we're going to get some serious rain tomorrow. And then they finally, I kind of really forcefully had to be like, okay, it's been 30 days. You have to fix this, over 30 days. And so they had some people come in and they put tarps on top of my tarps. So we got tarps on tarps on tarps at Kurt's apartment. You want tarps? I got your tarps. Any kind of tarps, any color tarps. You say the word, we got your tarps. So I've been dealing with that is what I'm saying. And, in the interim, I haven't really been having the time or the energy to do much else besides pulling things out of my bedroom and sleeping in the living room and all that fun stuff. So I apologize for not getting a live episode out as quickly as I wanted, but kind of not my fault. Kind of my fault, kind of not my fault. I did choose this place. I shouldn't have. But anyhow, that's been my fun. Hopefully you guys hopefully all are safe and warm. Unless you're too warm, hopefully you're safe and then roll down a window and now you're safe and cool. There we go. But it's time for paranormal news.
It's time for paranormal news.
Actually, before I get to paranormal news, I need to thank everybody that sent me a gift. My God, it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic Christmas for Rum and myself. Sweet Christmas cards. I got an awesome kick-ass tiki bar sign. I got some mugs. You did me right. I cannot thank you each individually enough. You brought a smile to my face on a really insane holiday week. So I really appreciate that to everybody. But alrighty, now it's time for paranormal news. Joseph Kosinski says his upcoming UFO movie is science fact, not science fiction. This is the guy that did Top Gun Maverick and the F1 movie. Director Joseph Kosinski says that his next movie is a intriguingly untitled UFO film centered on government whistleblowers. Speaking to Deadline, he said that his hopes of securing Michael Mann's involvement, I don't care about that one, that's the Miami one. Here we go. He also said that for the UFO project, he's adamant it isn't science fiction, but rather science fact. When asked whether the still untitled film falls under the sci-fi genre, he pushed back on the label. We're working with two people who are at the very center of the topic, so the conversation with them are just fascinating. It's a very exciting project, and trying to get ready as soon as possible. It's been described in the pitches as UFO disclosure-themed take on All the President's Men. That's cool, and follows the true story of two men working in national security who uncover a secret program devoted to recovering and reverse engineering UAPs. Yeah, it sounds incredibly cool. I will reach out to him as well. I've already reached out to the Age of Disclosure guys. They're very busy. They've not reached back out to me yet, but I'd like to interview him about that movie as well. Alrighty, up next, paranormal news. Pilot reports UFO hovering beside jet, leaving air traffic control stunned, saying, "Good luck with the aliens." That's right. A pilot reported that ATC, the cylindrical object, appeared to be standing still and there was nothing attached to it. He was in a private plane while flying thousands of feet over Rhode Island. And he said that newly blah, 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 I don't care about that. Looks like a strange small object that we just floated by. A small silver canister. Do you know what that it could be? They said that I saw nothing attached. He said I saw nothing attached to it. It was sort of hovering there. It was astonishing. I don't know what it was. The object was reportedly seen floating near the right wing tip of the Piper PA-32RT-300T Turbo Lance II. That's too long of a name for a plane. At an altitude of 3,500 feet before flying alongside the aircraft and later disappearing from view. I like the fact that he said that it flew alongside the aircraft. So it's not something that he just passed. It could have been, it could be a Mylar balloon, a weather balloon, blah, blah, blah. No, this thing seemed to fly along with him for a while. Creepy, the ground team can be heard saying on the radio, saying good luck with the aliens. Other pilots quickly took to the radio to join in on the mystery. One said, "I want to believe them." Well, yeah, me too. The FAA document UAP sightings whenever, we already know about that. We already know about task force. That's about it for this story, but that is cool. I like it when, again, it's not them just flying by like an old Batman balloon that somebody accidentally released, some kid released, or Bugs Bunny or something, Mickey Mouse. But if it's flying along with it, now I'm into it. Up next in Paranormal Almanac, Nessie, is that you? Loch Ness Monster, not a monster, has been spotted 5 times this year, according to the official records. I thought it would be more. I really did. It seemed like Ian O'Farrigan, he spotted him more than that. So maybe they're not taking all of his as official ones. They said since 1933, 1,165 sightings have been recorded by the official Loch Ness Monster Sightings Register. The 5 sightings took place across just an 8-month period. The first one was on March 22nd, 2 months later in May, then in August. We already talked about these old ones. Let's get to the thing. Here we are. Over the past few years, and especially during the COVID crisis, many images that we receive come from the Loch Ness webcam. For reasons outwith the control of the camera operators, the resolution of some of the images from the camera has at best been less than ideal. As such, it has been more difficult to identify what some images submitted, so they are not official. They're still registered, but not registered as Nessie sightings. I get it. So, Ian O'Farrigan, definitely doing the Lord's work. Hey, Happy New Year, Ian O'Farrigan, the coolest guy on the planet. Up next in paranormal news, Japanese Prime Minister Takichi moves into haunted official residence. That's right. Let's see. I'm going to get to the story here. They've been staying in accommodations for members of parliament. Then now she's going to be in a new surrounding, opened in 1929. It's styled inspired by the U.S. architect Frank Lloyd Wright. Since demolished Imperial Hotel across town might keep her awake. It was the site of 2 attempted coups in the 1930s when several top officials, including a prime minister, were assassinated by young military officers. In addition to at least one bullet hole, the ghosts of those who were involved are believed by some to still be roaming the halls. That's cool. Keep us updated for real. Alrighty, that about does it for paranormal news. I want to keep that kind of short because I just want to do this episode and keep it kind of a quick one for you guys, but I wanted to make sure I got one more episode in before the new year. I really wanted to get more than one, but I didn't. So, with that, let's keep on keeping on. There's new merch. I'm talking Paranormal Almanac, the socks, tote bags, pillows, and more. If you need the website, let me pull it up real quick because I never remember it. It is Dashery. Here we go. What is it? Paranormal-almanac.dashery.com. DASHERY. Paranormal-almanac.dashery.com. And I know when you click on it, you're going to be like, where are the socks? It just shows me a shirt. No. Scroll down a little bit. You got hoodies. You got socks. You got fanny packs. In America, we call them fanny packs. I know that's really dirty. Shorts, hats, mugs, hoodies. I said hoodies? Tank tops, crew neck sweatshirts, long sleeves t-shirts, baseball shirts. There's more. Stickers, hats, magnets, phone cases, pins, tote bags, mugs, tapestries, wall art, and pillows. That's right. Anything that you can find on there, and in any color you want, just about, you can get made into everything. So I actually, as soon as I got told, hey, there's socks, I quickly purchased a couple of Paranormal Almanac, the socks, because I am not one of those creators that are too proud to wear their own merch. I spent a lot of time making a bunch of new styles just recently, just last week. And so, yeah, I ain't too proud to not wear Paranormal Almanac socks. I'm going to wear them. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. We are back. And as I do every year, I review my predictions from 2025. Well, I don't review my predictions from 2025 every year because that would be weird. And I'm sure I'd nail them eventually. But no, I mean, every year I review my predictions from the previous year, and then I give you predictions for the next year. So this one, I'm going to be talking about my predictions for this year, 2025. Then after it, I'm going to give you some predictions for 2026. Then I'm going to tell you about some celebrity psychics. Reminder, Kurt is not a psychic. These are pretty easy predictions, and Kurt is no way wants to start a psychic hotline. If Kurt was psychic, he would have won the lotto by now and started dating, well, you know who. Okay, so again, this is all in fun. But the weird thing is, every year, I do better, I score more, I have more hits than celebrity psychics. And yet it's not getting out to the world. There's no like Daily News or somebody hitting me up saying, you must be a celebrity psychic. And if they did, I'd be like, no, I'm not. But yeah, I actually score better than celebrity psychics year over year. So let's find out how I did this year for 2025. The first one I said was there's going to be a market crash. Stock market, not just like, grocery store. Well, it did for a few days, but I won't call that one a hit. I'm not calling that one a hit. There's going to be a housing crash. I'll give myself like a half point for this one. Houses aren't selling as well as in the past, but no, the bubble keeps expanding. Knock on particle board. The bubble bursts soon, so I can afford some kind of thing that's not a very rainy apartment. The next one I said, AI gets worse. Oh, I'm calling that one a yes. 100% I'm calling that one a yes. Hold on. Correct answer sound effect. Okay, let's try. I'm not even gonna listen to it first. AI gets worse. I'm gonna call that one a hit. It's kind of all right. It's not the best correct answer ever. More extreme weather around the world. No, that's even a worse correct one, but I'm calling that one a hit as well. Definitely calling that one a hit. More than one president will die. No. Not sadly, as of right now, 12/30, the date, December 30th, only one president has died. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm supposed to start these predictions. Well, it's not my prediction time yet. I guess I have time to say what the date is, but I just did. It is December 30th, 6:05 p.m. So that's when I'm recording it. Time of recording. Ukraine will be victorious, I said. Sadly, not as of the recording. I will meet Anna Kendrick again. Look, despite my best efforts, anytime anyone would ask what they can bring over to my apartment, if I said, hey, come over, I'll make tiki drinks or something, and they're like, oh, can I bring anything? I would always say, oh, just Anna Kendrick. Not one person brought her over. So that one I did not get correct. I said one of my songs will go viral. It was a joke, but still not a hit. Well, I'm huge in Zimbabwe. If you don't believe me, go to Zimbabwe. Go to a bodega in Zimbabwe. I guarantee you they're playing one of my songs. A beloved kid show performer will die. Well, yeah, I'm going to say I'm giving myself this one because sadly, and just recently, a lot of cartoon voiceover actors died in 2025. Beloved voiceover kid show actors. And if you just kind of Google, did a kid show performer die in 2025? It's nonstop like yeses. A cure for cancer. Damn it, no. And it's making me mad because we all know they have one. I get it. There's no cure, profit in a cure, money in a cure, but still, come on, people. Celebrity couple Donald Trump and Elon Musk will break up. I said this a year ago, like December 24th or something last year, or 2025, at the beginning of 2025. I said this. Well, actually, no, it would have been 2024. Yeah, it would have been December 24th, 2024. Yeah. I said in 2025, celebrity couple Donald Trump and Elon Musk will break up. That is a huge correct. I like that one. Yes. Huge correct. 100%. Yes, I hit that big time. More info on the JFK. Another one. Yes. A new leak will happen that will shock the world. Go ahead. Boy, I'm not going to do that sound effect. It seems to be scaring Rum. But ding, ding, yes is the answer. I said Lions would be in the Super Bowl. Detroit Lions would be in the Super Bowl. No, that one is wrong. Another pandemic is on the horizon. Yes, there is multiple pandemics that are sparking up again, sadly. So I'm giving myself the point for that one. The internet will go down. Not permanently, but will go down for a huge swath of people. Boy, howdy did it. Come on, Rum. I won't do that sound effect again. Good girl. Yeah, there you go. Lay on my belly. Lay on my lap, not on my belly. Lay on my lap. Yes, it did. So, ding ding. Chapel Roan will have a breakdown. Yep. And sadly, it was recorded on stage. I'm going to give myself a point for that one. A serial killer will be caught. And I had to look it up. I'm like, did any serial killers get caught? Sure did. Jesse Calhoun, an Oregon man previously indicted for the murders of 3 women in the Portland metro area, was charged with a 4th murder in August 2025. Rex Howerman, the suspect in the Gilgo Beach serial killing cases, faces several major developments in 2025. A judge ruled that he'll face a single trial for all several murder charges he currently faces. Also, another ruling about DNA from him. Kevin Leno. Authorities in Massachusetts accused Kevin Leno, who's already serving a life sentence for other murders, of 2 additional murders from 2010 to 2012. Andrew Dykes. December 2025, Andrew Dykes was arrested and charged with murder of his wife and their 2-year-old daughter, whose remains were found near Gilgo Beach in 2011. Glenn Edward Rogers, known as the cross-country killer, he was executed by lethal injection on May 15th, 2025. It just keeps going. Sadly, it keeps going on and on and on and on. And shockingly, they're all from America. Let's see. There will be a creepy AI celebrity scandal. Holy crap. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. Between like Taylor Swift, explicit deepfakes, Scarlett Johansson versus OpenAI, a bunch of celebrities going out against AI, including like deepfake scams and impersonations from like Elon Musk and Tom Hanks and Oprah Winfrey and Steve Harvey. It just keeps going on. Yes. AI actors will be used in commercials. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, they did. And it's creepy and shouldn't be done. I said the Diddy tapes will disappear. Nope, that one did not happen. I said the TV show Lost will get a reboot. Sadly, as of 12/30, December 30th, that is, no, did not happen. A royalty death. All right. No, technically, yes, but these are royals that I've never heard of. These royals like in 2025, significant royal deaths included Catherine, Duchess of Kent, the oldest member of the British royal family who passed away in September at 92. Prince Frederick of Nassau, who died in March at age 22. No, it just keeps going on and on. I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are. That's not the royal that obviously I was talking about, but it didn't happen. Something bad happens to Drake, I predicted. I don't know. I'm going to give myself a no, but I'll be honest, I don't know. Green Luigi hats will be a thing. Sadly, no. Mudeng will get in on the cryptocurrency fad. Nope. Say hello to old diseases making a horrific comeback. Big yes. 2025, sadly, is seeing a huge comeback in things that were wiped out, sadly. So, with all of those, and half points and all that jazz, I'm going to give myself 12 hits for 2025. And I checked the celebrity psychics from the last episode. 4, 8, 10, nothing near 12. I tell you that, man. So again, I am averaging higher results than celebrity psychics. And as a reminder, I am not psychic. It is really, really easy to predict old people will die. Celebrities will have scandals. The earth is effed up. Yep, it really is. And these celebrity psychics that went so softball with a lot of these predictions, nope, sorry, I did better than you. So with that, hold on. Hold on. Keep holding. Talk amongst yourselves. It's going to be good. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be that good. So with that, let's get to 2026 predictions. All right. Here's how I'm going to break these up. First, let's start on the sad ones. Now, I wanted to get more specific this year, and I also wanted to do 10 times more than I did last year. Like, I want to do way more. My predictions will be more specific to see what this does to my hit rate. And unlike every other prediction episode, I want to do mine first, then I'll do the Celebrity Psychics 2026 predictions, okay? So here are my 2026 predictions. the multiple ones, more specific. I don't care if I don't get any more hits next year when I go back and review this episode. It's just more of a fun episode. Plus, I kind of want to see, where I stand amongst celebrity psychics, because you guys know how I feel about 99% of them. So here we go. Let's do the bad first. Clint Eastwood dies. Jack Nicholson dies. Yoko Ono dies. Something really bad happens to Patrick Stewart. I could not bring it upon myself to type out Patrick Stewart dies. Something really bad happens to Patrick Stewart. James Cromwell dies. Cliff Richards dies. A Motown legend dies. Ooh. Vince Neil has a major health scare. Toby Keith dies. Randy Travis dies. Bruce Willis will die in 2026. King Charles steps down before death. He doesn't die, steps down before death. And there will be a major Trump health event that happens in public. Look, I'm still getting 2 presidents die in 1 year. So I'm going to add that one to here, to now. For 2026, 2 presidents will die in 1 year. Okay, well, those were no fun, and neither are these. Yeah, doing the bummer ones first, Rum. Everybody says this episode's a bummer. Not everybody, but some people. Doing the no fun ones next. A major police conflict will happen in the Midwest of America, that is. A terrorist attack shocks the UK. A major announcement from the Vatican or the Pope. Unprecedented ecological disasters and storms. More major earthquakes. The World Cup is a disaster in 2026, but Argentina wins. Put money down on Argentina now. Not a lot. Don't go crazy, but put some money down on Argentina. If you win, let's cut me some slack. Cut me some skin. Power grid failures and more internet outages happen in 2026. Come on. What is up with this button? There we go. No GTA 6 this year. No Grand Theft Auto 6 this year. I'm just kidding. They'll release it, but it's going to be buggy as hell and basically not worth it. The bird flu or some bird-related pandemic will happen in 2026. Taiwan gets hit hard or taken completely. We find out in 2026 that oil has been depleted way more than they've told us. There's going to be way more droughts and crops being lost. Here's me being a little bit vague, but it's okay. A huge world leader will die in 2026. And there's going to be a very, very cold, wet summer for most of the world. Now the good. See, I'm going to do some good ones too. Yeah, hi, Brum. We're going to do some good ones now. Yes, we will. Everybody loves the good ones. Here's some good ones for 2026. I do see a better economy for the U.S. by the last 6 months of 2026. People will feel safer flying towards the end of 2026. Green energy has to become the norm people finally figure out for 2026. Robots. Yep, be prepared to see robots out and about more very soon. And not just those cute little shopping cart ones that for some reason people hate, the little delivery robots, which I freaking love. Anytime I'm in downtown LA, they go rolling by, I just want to hug them, or I want to go for a ride, or I just want to name them, talk to them for a little bit. But man, people hate those things, and I don't understand why. Anti-aging breakthroughs will happen in 2026. Major anti-aging breakthroughs will happen in 2026. Here's a bold one. Hair loss is cured by the end of 2026. Also, doctors will be using nanobots. Roll the nanobots up. That's right. Nanobots will be used to clear blocked arteries in 2026. It's going to become a common thing. Even more and more UFO disclosures are going to happen in 2026. We will find out officially about reverse engineered UFOs. That's a bold one. Come on. That's a bold one. There will be a Stranger Things spinoff announced in 2026. A major Star Wars announcement will happen in 2026. Kurt will hang out with the celebrity, and he isn't awkward in 2026. Okay, that's everything for 2026. Oh, no, wait. There's one more for 2026. If you have an A in your name, you will meet someone named John or James or something with a J. Be warned. Okay, so now on to just a few celebrity psychics. I didn't want to do a ton of them. This is going to be kind of a shorter episode, kind of designed that way. I want to get a quick one out so you guys can listen to it before the end of 2025. Celebrity psychic predicts huge world leader will die in 2026. Hey, I said that. And shares who it won't be. Psychic medium Selena Avalon, that's not a real name, shared staggering predictions for 2026, including a major state funeral for a world leader who she says will not be Donald Trump. That's right, she says she sees him at the funeral of a major world leader. I'm seeing a very big update on the big state funeral that I predicted for the end of December. The dates were December 21st, 29th, and December and the beginning or the first half of January 2026. She claims the funeral will be held for a male international figure with widespread ceremonial broadcasting across global media outlets. Whoever it is passes will have a green link. I saw a Greek link. I saw a Greek flag flying in the sky. It'll be massive televised funeral, state funeral, lying in state. The coffin will be lying in state. It'll be a male, either a king or a president or an ex-president. Does Greece have a king? Hold on a second. Greece king. No, I guess no, he died in 2023. He's the last king of Greece. I got some news for you, Selena. It's not going to be a king. She said that I'm not sure which one of these it'll be. It could even be a different world leader. Okay, well, you just said Greek king. Come on. She said, the only thing I know is I saw that Donald Trump will be in attendance at the funeral. He'll be at the funeral. I saw a vision of him dressed in black. So it's not his funeral, and he will be attending with his wife, Melania. Seriously? She is a psychic with substantial online following who shares weekly vision updates across different platforms and features glowing customer testimonials on her website. That's her own. That's it. That's her. All right. That's an entire prediction that a king of Greece is going to die in December or January, and it's going to be televised everywhere. We're all going to be watching it, probably to find out how they have a new king of Greece. Alrighty, up next, Living Nostradamus warns of major event linked to King Charles's health. Hey, I said this one. Prince Harry's fragile truce in 2026. That's right, the Living Nostradamus warns of a 2026 royal family health crisis. His name is Athos Salom. Again, it's not a real name. A 38-year-old Brazilian clairvoyant who styles himself the Living Nostradamus. Can you just name yourself the Living Nostradamus? Kurt, you know what? I am the Living Nostradamus of San Fernando Valley. There you go. So when my predictions come true, I need somebody to reach out to the media and be like, hey, the Living Nostradamus of San Fernando Valley predicted that one on Paranormal Almanac episode 30, whatever the hell it'll be. He went on to make a series of remarkably specific claims about what awaits the Windsors in coming months. Allegedly grounded in the same psychic abilities that he credits to foreseeing everything from global pandemics to the death of world leaders. Can we get to it? He predicted the death of Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, so did I. So did everybody else. She was really old. Can we get to your actual predictions? A major event within the royal family, possibly tied to the health of a key member, to occur specifically between late 2025 and early 2026. Yep. What else you got for me, Belle? Let's do this. Nothing. Apparently, you get one. Wow, it's one prediction per website now? Come on. You used to do I've got 30 different ones. See? Paranormal Almanac, you get way more predictions for your buck. Up next, I'm a psychic. Celebrity controversies in 2026 will be next level. Psychic musician Sabrina, who was born near Salem in Massachusetts and now lives in the UK, doesn't take clients nowadays and rarely does readings, but made an exception for our website to see us into the new year. At one point, being a psychic was my job, and it's not something I'd put on anyone. It's tremendously difficult energetically. I'll be honest, I'm fine. I've been doing it for 40 minutes right now, and I feel good. I'm so grateful I have these gifts, but it can also be a curse. She's focusing on her music career. Hey, so am I. Through which she's encountered many celebrities, counting Courtney Love and the late Liam Payne among her close friends. Hey, maybe you should have told Liam he was going to die. I was really close with Liam when we'd talk about all this stuff. I would do that work with him. He was someone who understood it. My friends understand. My family understands. Sometimes I don't understand, she says. Kurt here, I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. She's got songs on Spotify. So do I. Given her reluctance to tap into her gift, we were fortunate enough to get a mini reading during our chat. She said, justice is going to come full circle in 2026. While the Epstein files are going to continue to shock into 2026, new controversies will crop up, and they're going to be jaw-dropping. There's going to be a lot of, as difficult as this to say, people of power, both in the media, politics, everything, and celebrities, are going to start to be exposed for their crappy behavior. She said the S word. I'm trying not to swear in this episode. Yeah, guess what? I mean, I could easily throw that into mine. Yes, the Epstein files are going to continue to be a thing into 2026. That's a very easy one. They're going to involve people in the media and the politics and celebrities? What? Come on now. She said 2026 is a year where the controversies are going to be so next level. I can't pinpoint one single controversy, but I'll tell you, the masks are coming off. She said, we saw a bit of it in 2025, but anybody that got away with anything in the past years, it's going to come to light in 2026. I'm not going to say primarily the Me Too movement. I'm saying people in power are going to get called out, and it's going to be the year that the world is shaken by controversies on a global level. Justice is going to come full circle. Okay, let's keep going. Katie Price is going to surprise us all. There's a lot of trauma there. I don't know who Katie Price is. I really do think it's the year that she cleans up her image, but not in a way that she needs to be this clean girl or that she can't embrace her mess or who she is. Who the hell's Katie Price? Hold on, I got to look this up. I looked it up, and I still don't know. I see a photo of her. She is an English model, media personality, and reality star. Oh, all righty. Well, it's going to come to be this year. It's the year she finds herself as a woman. It's the year that she goes, you know what? Actually, I'm done with people's opinions. All right, cool. Good for her. I don't know who that is. The One Direction boys are stirring. Wait, didn't you just say you're friends with Liam before he died? Wouldn't you? Yeah, you would have already known that. It's not a prediction when Liam tells you, hey, we're going to do something in 2026, but then he passes away. It's going to be a year that these boys really lean on each other. They're going to collectively go to do some really strong things, musical things. I feel since Liam died, all of them have been in the background. I see a big resurgence with those boys. Gwyneth Paltrow shall return. Did she go somewhere? Kurt here. Did she go somewhere? Was I not aware that Gwyneth Paltrow waddled away with those eggs up her wahoo? There's going to be a resurgence of older female actresses. 40 is now the new 21. Also, Kurt here. 40 is now old? Calm down, lady. Demi Moore, Kate Winslet, Cameron Diaz, all of these actresses that were like peak 90s and 2000s are going to be like, no, F you, we're coming back and we're hot as F. Well, Demi Moore already did. She was brilliant. She almost won an Oscar. Kate Winslet's always hot. Cameron Diaz came out of retirement and said she's going to do more stuff. Yeah, so safe bet. I would say I'm getting Gwyneth Paltrow for some reason. She took a break from acting, and I recently saw her in the Marty Supreme movie with Timothée Chalamet. I know she went through her wellness era, but she's going to come back stronger as an actress. Uh-oh, here's a bad one for you guys. She's saying that Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner will not last. Oof, these are groundbreaking predictions. Celebrities are going to start dating normal people and exes. Okay, I'm back in. If we can just get Anna Kendrick to listen to this episode. Celebrities are going to date normal people. I hate when they say that. Like, if you're not a celebrity, you're, quote, a normal person. I don't like that. But anyhow, yeah, okay. Love is not in the air between Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau. They're going to break up. The Beckham family's energy is one of disgust and betrayal. Why? Does she say it? No, she doesn't go on to say why. Wow, all right. Bold statement. And that's it for her predictions. Wow, there's some bold predictions on that one. You know what? With that, let's actually wrap that up because I want to get into some new stuff for this episode. So there you go. There are your predictions from your celebrity psychics. I personally think I gave some more bold predictions than these people. And, we'll wait and see if I get them right or not. Maybe I won't. But now, how to bring good luck in the New Year's Eve and day. That's right. I went through a lot of cultures, how to bring good luck for us on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And I want to pass that information on to you right now. First one, eat 12 grapes at midnight. That's one grape for each month to bring year-long good luck. That's from Spain. This next one is from America in the Southeast. Eat black-eyed peas and collard greens because these symbolize coins and money. More on those in a minute. Eat pork. This symbolizes progress and abundance. That's in German, in Eastern European countries. Eat long noodles like soba because they represent long life. You can guess where that's from. Eat fish. It represents abundance in many cultures around the world. Okay, so now there's some stuff that you guys have to eat. How about this? To experience prosperity in the new year, you must have cash in your wallet before the clock strikes midnight. So go to an ATM now, put some cash in your wallet. Before midnight, you must have cash in your wallet if you want to experience prosperity in the new year. I got to remember to do that one. Open the doors and or windows at midnight. That lets out the old year and evil spirits out. I've said this one in the past, but it's good to repeat it. Here we go. Let's talk about first footing. That is the first person to enter your home for the new year. In Scotland, the first person to step into your home after midnight is known as the first footer. And it is said that the tone of your luck in the year ahead is based on the first footer. Tradition holds that it's specifically fortunate if your visitor is a tall, dark-haired man. So remember, if your significant other or parents or roommates or children are not a dark-haired, tall man, you must lock them outside of your house. Do not let them in your house. And then you have to wait until they call probably like the police or social services or somebody. If it happens to be a tall, dark-haired man, you let that person in. That's called the first footer. And then you go, oh, okay, now you guys, come on in, kids. Get out of the cold. Make some noise at midnight. This isn't just for celebration like I thought it was. No, it's actually a way, or it was historically, traditionally, a way to scare away evil spirits from attaching to you at midnight for the new year. Interesting. Write down your wishes, hopes, and dreams, and then burn the paper on New Year's Day. That will ensure that they'll come true. How about this one? A kiss at midnight. Yeah, I just thought it was just a stupid thing that people did at midnight, like, oh, I love you, Happy New Year. No, it actually turns out, traditionally, that kiss was to ensure love and happiness for everybody around you, not just you, not just the two people kissing. Wear colors. Wear red for love, yellow for money and fortune. But wait, there's going to be more about colors in just a minute. Make noises, I already said that one. Bang pots and pans, scare away evil spirits. Clean beforehand. That's right, sweep out the old year's troubles before New Year's Day. On the other hand, some countries say cleaning or sweeping on January 1st will wash away a loved one in the next year. So, I guess, think about it. You have a loved one you want dead? clean. If you're afraid that there's going to be troubles in the new year, clean. I don't know. I guess you're just taking a chance. Chances are you're going to get rid of some troubles, but possibly a loved one will die as well. Let's see. Money in your wallet. I already talked about that. Oh, here we go. Open doors and open luggage. That's right. Open a front door to welcome the new year, but walk around with luggage if you want to travel in the new year. And it doesn't have to be full. That doesn't have to be packed luggage. It could just be open luggage, just empty luggage. Black-eyed peas for luck, collard greens for money, pork for prosperity, and an extra shot of pot liquor for health. Yep, I had to look it up too. So what the hell is pot liquor? Well, it's the liquid from boiling greens, collard greens, turnips, or mustards, or beans, and then it's seasoned with pork or turkey. Sounds absolutely disgusting, and I will not be doing it, but they say an extra shot of pot liquor will be good for your health in 2026. Here we go. At the stroke of midnight. Exactly at the stroke of midnight. You got to figure out how you're going to be able to kiss someone and do this one. At the stroke of midnight, eat sauerkraut and spare ribs for good luck in the coming year. If you're in Pennsylvania, it's said to eat pork roast, kielbasa, sauerkraut, hot dogs, mashed potatoes, some sort of beans, all at midnight for good luck in the new year. Basically, pork of some sort and sauerkraut. Also, lots of gunshots are recommended. Fireworks are recommended. Horns honking at midnight are all recommended in Pennsylvania. Wow. Tracy, let me know how that one goes for you. There's an old Norwegian proverb that says, if you're listening to this episode while driving to my house, you must change underwear with somebody else in your car immediately, or else you'll have bad luck in 2026. So again, if you're listening to this episode while driving to my house, you must change underwear with someone else in your car immediately, or else bad luck. Ooh, and I got a text right then. What are the odds there? Hold on. Let's see who's texting me. Probably saying, like, please don't curse me with bad luck. Nope. All righty. Next one. Foods to avoid. That's right. I gave you some foods to eat and a shit ton of food to eat. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. And a crap ton to eat in Pennsylvania. But here are some foods to avoid. No chicken, no lobster, no crab. If they walk backwards, sideways, or fly away, taking luck with them as they go. Okay. Don't wash laundry. I'm assuming they don't mean at midnight. I think they mean on New Year's Day. That can wash away someone out of your life. Let me see. Eat lentils. That's when you should eat. Drop coins in your drink for more money. Eat round foods. Wear red underwear. Jump into the New Year's. I'll talk about that one in a minute. Put goals under your pillow. I'll talk about that one in a minute. Avoid chicken or lobster. I already said that one. Stay awake till midnight. Yeah, good luck with that. Clean before the New Year's, or don't clean before the New Year's. Wear a polka dot dress or wear polka dots. All right, let's deep dive into some of those. First one's called 13 rounds. On New Year's Eve in Greece, breaking pomegranates onto the floor is believed to usher in good luck. Basically what happens is each family member takes a turn hitting a pomegranate with a spoon before smashing it into 13 rounds, one for each month of the year, plus an extra for added prosperity. How about this one? If you're looking to banish evil spirits and bring good luck from Denmark, well, you're going to want to jump off a chair at the stroke of midnight. It's literally a leap into the new year, they say. So you're going to have to jump off a chair while kissing somebody, while opening up a door, carrying empty luggage, and eating a crap ton of food. How about this one? Here's one from Scotland. Eating haggis is supposed to bring a heap of good luck in the new year. All right, cool. How about this one? You have to wake up early. This is a Polish tradition. Waking up early on New Year's Day means you'll easily wake up early for the rest of the year. Oof, that's going to be a tough one. Put mistletoe under your pillow. Well, how about this one? The Irish believe that if you put a sprig of mistletoe or holly or even ivy under your pillow on New Year's Eve, you'll dream of your future love. Don't eat chicken. Why? Because chicken have wings, and people believe around the world that eating them will cause all of your luck to fly away in the new year. Jump 7 waves. Good luck if you're not near a body of water. I don't know, maybe create a wave pool in your bathtub, or for me, on my balcony before it floods my bedroom. Brazilians believe you'll have good luck for the whole year if you jump over 7 waves on New Year's Eve. You get 1 wish per wave. And Kurt here, it doesn't say you can't wish for 1,000 more wishes. There you go. From me to you. So you get 7 wishes. First one, 1,000 more wishes. Second one, just my recommendation, the power of teleportation. It's the best superpower ever. If you disagree, you're wrong. It's not flight. It's not going back. It's teleportation is the best superpower. But yeah, from then on, you got 990. Actually, you got over 1,000 still more wishes. So, you can come up with your own, win the lotto, go back in time, so you killed JFK, whatever you want to do. How about this next one? This one's from Ireland. It's called banging some bread. That's right. The Ireland people believe that banging loaves of Christmas bread against the walls and doors will ward off evil spirits and pave the way for a healthy and prosperous new year. And then this website said, so you'll definitely need to try this one, like kneading bread. Hold on. No. There we go. You got a lot you're going to need to make a list of what you guys got to do exactly at midnight, because you're going to be banging bread while you're jumping over waves, while you're jumping off a chair, while you're eating kielbasa, shooting off guns, and open up doors. Boy, my neighbors are going to hate me tomorrow. Wear polka dots. That's right. According to the Philippines, polka dots represent the shape of, or resemble the shape of a coin. Wearing the pattern is said to bring prosperity for months to come. Throw things out your window. This one comes from Italy. At midnight, throw something old like dishes, clothes, and even furniture out the window to symbolize letting go of the past and making room for all. Here's what you do. You find an old chair to jump off of. As you're jumping off of it, you got to grab the chair and chuck it out the window. The doors and windows will be open anyway. We can make this happen, people. This next one. Don't cry. Yeah, Kurt here. Good luck with that one. This one is easier said than done. Do not cry on January 1st. This one's from a bunch of different cultures. Crying is said to set a negative tone for the new year. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I've always cried on New Year's because I knew I was going to have to go back to work, and then I set the whole, I'm dooming myself. Devour or eat ring-shaped foods. That's right. Eating ring-shaped foods like donuts, bagels, and cakes will bring good fortune full circle from Greece. There's a special sweetbread called Vasilipita? Sure. And it's served at midnight. A coin is placed inside the batter. Whoever finds their slice will have extra luck. This next one is very important, people. This comes from Argentina. You need to step with your right foot first. You want to start the new year off right, then you have to step off into it with your right foot. Stepping forward with your right foot at midnight is said to bring good luck for the year. How about this one? Make some Hoppin' Johns. That's right. Hoppin' Johns has roots in African and West Indian traditions. It's apparently it's a New Year's fixture in the southern United States since the 1800s, with black-eyed peas representing coins, collard greens standing in for cash, and bell peppers and torn-up kale representing bell peppers and torn-up kale. It doesn't tell me, so I don't know. Eat pickled herring. If you're in Poland or Scandinavia, they say to eat pickled herring at midnight to bring prosperity for the year to come. The fish is silver like coins. I mean, you guys have a lot to eat exactly at midnight. Fill your cabinets. It's considered bad luck to start your new year with bare cupboards. So stock up first thing on New Year's Day, or I guess you're going to have a bad year. Eat some soba noodles. We already talked about that one. Here we go. Choose your underwear wisely. In Latin American countries, you'll find red, white, and yellow pairs of panties, or underwear, as Kurt wants to call them, because that's gross, in abundance at stores around the new year. Red underwear symbolizes romance. White stands in for peace. And yellow is thought to bring you wealth. So if you really want to do it all, you're going to have to wear a pair of red panties, white panties, and yellow panties. That's right. Talking to both ladies and men right here. It's saying you got to do it. Skip the lobster. They say because the crustaceans move backwards, which again, they really don't, it'll set you back in the year ahead. Add pork to the menu. Chinese people say, we already talked about that one. German people say, we already talked about that one. Deck out the door. That's right. In Greece, they hang bundles of onions over the door since onions have been known to sprout even when no one pays attention to them, which makes them good symbols of fertility and abundance. Kurt here. You know what else does that? Potatoes. I'll buy a bag of potatoes. I'll throw them in the cupboard, forget about them, and then wonder why I've got some evil mutant-looking alien thing growing out of my cupboards and go, oh, yeah, I forgot I have potatoes. So not just onions, people. Wear white. That's right. In Brazil, it is tradition to wear white, a color that symbolizes good luck and peace. But Kurt here, remember that you're wearing either red or yellow underwear under your white, so people are going to know you're wearing red panties, fellas. Buy a new lucky charm. In Germany and Austria, there are a few different lucky symbols that you can gift to friends and family to bring them good fortune. These include pigs, a sign of wealth, lucky pennies, horseshoes, toadstools, ladybugs, clovers, and chimney sweeps. Don't have the time to go out and buy one? Well, in Austria, you can turn lemons into pigs. That's right. It's a symbol of prosperity. It's usually done by using the nub at the end as a snout, adding cloves for the eyes, sticking toothpicks at the bottom for feet, cutting slits into the peel to make ears and a mouth. Then, for extra luck, place a penny in your lemon pig's mouth. Bet you didn't think I was going to say that one this year. Well, I did. Smash the peppermint pig. Apparently, in upstate New York, they sell very special, very potent peppermint pigs. Everyone gets a turn hitting it with a special candy-sized hammer and eating a piece for good fortune. It is a very, very strong peppermint. I kind of want a peppermint pig now. Hold on, I want to see, does Amazon, oh my God, Amazon sells, but I won't get it till January 2nd. I kind of want to get one though. I might do this one. Amazon sells Peppermint Pig Family Holiday Candy Tradition and Gift Set. It comes with a little tiny hammer. It's got a really pink peppermint pig that comes in a little package with a little pouch and stuff. I might have to buy myself a peppermint pig here, people. Oh, it's cute. I like it. All right, sorry. I went off on a tangent there. Throw water out the window. Hey, remember when you're throwing out chairs and furniture or whatever the hell it said? In Puerto Rico, they believe dumping a bucket of water out the window will drive away evil spirits. Fun fact. If I was to pour something out my window, it is directly over the front door to get into the apartment, and people love to smoke right outside that, so I'm going to have to do that one. All righty. That about does it for those, but before I go, let's get really old school for a second here. Really old school. I want to talk about what people did way the hell back in the day for New Year's, and who knows, maybe we should start doing these again. First up are the Babylonians. We're going all the way back to Mesopotamia and the Mesopotamians. They would honor the rebirth of the natural world with a multi-day festival called Akitu. We're talking about 2000 BC. It's believed to have been deeply intertwined with religion and mythology. Basically, what you do is statues of the gods were paraded through the city streets and rites were enacted to symbolize their victory over the forces of chaos. That one's kind of cool. I don't really want to do that one. But wait, there's more. The tradition saw the king brought before a statue of the god Marduk, stripped of his royal regalia, and forced to swear that he had led the city with honor. A high priest would then slap the monarch and then drag him by his ears in hope of making him cry. If royal tears were shed, it was a sign that Marduk or Marduk was satisfied and extended the king's rule. Okay, you know what? I'm back into this one. If you don't have a king, do this to your president. Make him cry. Slap him and make him cry. All righty, up next is the ancient Romans. It was called the celebration of, it says Janus, but I can only assume it's Janus. It happened in January. Shocking. Romans would celebrate January 1st by giving offerings to Janus, in the hope of gaining good fortune for the next new year. This day was seen as setting the stage for the next 12 months. It was common for friends and neighbors to make a positive start of the year by exchanging well wishes and gifts of figs and honey with one another. All right, that one seems very easy. Most Romans also chose to work for at least part of the New Year's Day, as idleness was seen as a bad omen. Okay, don't like that one. Moving on. Ancient Egypt. So this one is not really the New Year, but it corresponds with the New Year for them. The Egyptian New Year was predicted when Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky, first became visible after a 70-day absence, better known as a heliacal rising. This phenomenon typically occurred in mid-July, just before the annual flooding of the Nile River, which helped ensure that the farmlands would remain fertile for the coming year. They would celebrate this new beginning with a festival known as Wepet Renpet, which means opening of the year. What did they do on Repet Wempet? Let's see. It was called a Festival of Drunkenness. I'm into it. This massive party was tied to the myth of Sekhmet, a war goddess who planned to kill all of humanity until the sun god Ra tricked her into drinking herself unconscious. In honor of this, Egyptians will celebrate with music, sex, revelry, and copious amounts of beer. Kurt here, so it's like Burning Man with pyramids. I'm into this one. And then finally, the last one for this episode, the Lunar New Year, sometimes called the Chinese New Year. It originated over 3,000 years ago with the Shang Dynasty. It was a way of celebrating the new beginnings of the spring planting season, became entangled with the myth and legends. According to one of them, a bloodthirsty creature called the Nian, now the Chinese word for New Year, I'm sure I'm not saying that right, preyed upon villages every New Year. In order to frighten the hungry beast, villagers took to decorating their homes with red trimmings, burning bamboo, and making loud noises. The ruse would work. The bright lights and the colors associated with scaring off eventually became integrated into the celebration. That's true. Festivities traditionally last about 15 days. It's all about home and family. They clean your home to rid the bad luck, repay old debts as a way of settling the previous years. There's all the stuff that people really do now for Chinese New Year. That's really interesting. So, yeah, I think we can all agree, though, that we should be doing the Egypt one next year. Let's bring that one back. Let's make the sex music and debauchery, copious amounts of alcohol one. Let's bring that back. All right. What was this person's name? Wepet Renpet. I'm with you. Let's do this one. All righty. With that, that about does it for the 2025-2026 prediction episode. I want to thank you all for listening. It's been another phenomenal year for you guys, from you guys, because of you guys. Honestly, I can't even imagine getting through the new year without doing Paranormal Almanac and you wonderful, wonderful, incredibly cool people. I'm not taking this lightly. I really am not. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you all so much. Whatever you do, whoever you kiss, have a happy new year. Nothing but love. I seriously, I do. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for listening. Once again, I'm your host, Kurt Sandvik. This has been another edition of Paranormal Almanac, and I'll be kissing rum at midnight. I can guarantee you that.